What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Multiversus Yay or Nay series. Today, we're going to be looking at none other than Batman's sidekick. Although he's not going to be a sidekick for this episode because Robin is getting his own episode. Let's see how many people actually do want Robin to be playable in Multiversus. So if you haven't seen the series, real quick, throughout the video I'll go over ideas for a moveset, ideas for alternate costumes, and ideas for maybe some taunts. And then down in the comments, all we got to do if you want to participate, you're more than welcome to. Just down in the comments say yay, you want to see this character as playable, or nay, you don't want to see him playable. And then we kind of round up the stats every few weeks and kind of go from there. But either way, let's get into the moveset, where up first I have the move. I think I titled this one like a high impact kick. So one of Robin's abilities, if you will, is martial arts. He's really good at that sort of combat. So of course I think we can expect to see some of that somewhere in his moveset. So the high impact kick. This attack may end up working pretty well, I think, as like a side special. So the attack itself would have Robin kind of leap forward, but as he's doing that, he kind of raises his leg up, and then while he's in the animation of kind of moving sideways, his foot will then end up coming back down across the opponent. So it's like a leaping flying kick sort of deal, right? It's a high impact kick. It's going to deal some pretty good damage. It'll cover a pretty good distance. So maybe in some ways it's, I guess, kind of similar to Shaggy in his side special. Maybe we don't quite need that, but maybe we could change the angle on this one. Maybe it comes down at like a 45-degree angle. I don't know. I guess it's pretty similar now that I think about it, but it is something that Robin can do, so possibly we see this, but I don't know. Well, it is something to consider. As for move number 2, another thing that Robin's pretty skilled at is, well, weaponry, not just martial arts, right? So why not make use of some of those skills as well? And let's go with his staff. Now, maybe he uses this for like 1 attack, 2 attacks. You know, you don't need it for the entire moveset, but let's make use of it nonetheless, right? So the way that I have this attack, I believe his, I'm going to call this staff spin. So I'm not sure where you want to put it, but I believe this would be like a multi-hit sort of attack where Robin ends up spinning his staff just basically in place. It just kind of spins it real fast, real quick. It'll deal some damage, and perhaps maybe like as an added bonus, or maybe as one of his unique perks when he does this attack, he can end up reflecting projectiles or reflectiles back at the opponent. So it'd be kind of like a fun little thing to just give as a sort of bonus. But yeah, and for the attack, takes the staff, spins it in place. It'll hit the opponent multiple times, dealing a little bit of damage for each hit. Then, of course, the last hit being the one that knocks back the opponent. So, yeah, got to make use of his staff, shouldn't we? And move number 3. I always like to try and get some sort of projectile in here. So, no, we're not going to go with another batarang type of projectile. But what about those, what do they call explosive pellets that he throws out? He uses these in the fight against Red X. More on that in a second. But he uses these, and I think these would be a pretty fun idea for a somewhat of a projectile. So that's what he does, right? Robin will take and throw out these small pellets, and he throws them outwards, towards the opponent, just outwards away from him. And then after a few seconds, each one of those pellets will end up exploding one after the other. So this could make for a really fun projectile to kind of mess around with your opponent. It's not, it's more of a disruption tool, I suppose. You just kind of throw it at your opponent's trying to recover off stage, and you kind of throw these pellets, and they kind of roll off stage or something. Then they explode in the air, and then your opponent gets caught in that. I don't know, just like I said, pretty interesting, like disruption kind of tool. I think would make this attack pretty fun. And then, since they're projectiles, you can also make use of any projectile perks as well. So just kind of something that I thought would be pretty interesting to use. Now let's take a look at the alternate costumes. First up, I'm going to go with the heavy hitter. I'm going to go with, we mentioned it just a second ago, but Red X. Now I do believe, let me say this, I believe Red X has actually enough skills in his own moves to make Red X his own type of character. But if Red X becomes just like an alternate costume, I definitely imagine this being somewhat of a legendary costume, so I would definitely buy this. But Red X, great costume. I love the idea, and it's technically still Robin, so yeah, I think it works out. Works out pretty well. I would love this one. I think a lot of people would as well. But let's go to the second alternate costume idea. So I guess for the sake of argument, I guess the default version might be maybe the, just Teen Titans version of Robin, I guess. So for the alternate costume, I guess you could do like a Teen Titans Go, that sort of aesthetic, a little bit more the cartoony kind of look that it has. So that way, if you're a fan, more of a fan of the Teen Titans Go look, you at least can kind of rep that as as your alternate costume if you want to play as Robin. So, just kind of something to think about. There's plenty of other ideas out there, but if Red X was a possibility for an alternate costume, I think a lot of people would love to buy that one. Now for a couple ideas for some taunts. You could throw in pretty much whatever you want to. So for me, I just came up with a couple. First one is Robin doing his bring it. He kind of like looks at his opponent and he just kind of waves his hand like, hey, come on, bring it. Like, I think that'd be kind of fun, right? Start off a match with that, or after you KO your opponent, throw this one out there. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. You got your own ideas? Feel free to drop those in the comments as well. But taunt number two, I don't know. I thought I went with, for this one, I did go with somewhat of a kind of a goofy one. Remember, anybody know this one where he takes out like the little Robin doll with the pull string? Yeah. What if he did that for like just a random taunt? It's an idea. Maybe it's not a good one. Maybe it is a good one. I don't know. It's an idea nonetheless. So, excuse me. It'd be kind of a fun one, regardless. But again, these videos, they're just ideas. So there you have it. And now for the end of the video, where I'm going to give my opinion on Robin, yay or nay. I'm going to go yay on this one. It's going to be kind of a lower yay, I'll be honest. There's many characters I think I would much rather see before him, but I do think I would like to see Robin at some point. I might actually like to see Red X more than Robin as a playable character, but that's a whole different can of worms to open. But for this one, regardless, yes, big yay. I guess a small yay for me. So let me know what you guys got down in the comments. Yay, you want to see Robin playable, or nay, you don't want to see Robin playable. Pretty simple idea. Just Robin in general. Whatever your favorite Robin is, whoever your favorite Robin is, would you want to see him playable? Yay or nay? There you go. Either way, that is pretty much going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. And maybe next week we're back with the updated stats, but probably in 2 weeks. We'll see. Either way, that is it. Hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.